everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you 4 fall DIY decor ideas. They are perfect if you want to make your space look cozy for the season. The first DIY I'll be showing you is a flower wall. I have seen this all over TikTok and I thought it would be super cute as fall decor. All you need are some plastic test tubes. I got mine from Amazon. Then I picked up these fall flowers and leaves from the dollar store. Start by trimming the stems of all of your flowers. Try to keep them tall enough to fit inside your plastic test tubes. Once you're done, take a test tube and remove the cork. Then add hot glue to one of the sides and glue it to the test tube. I did the same to the rest of the test tubes. Next, just add your flowers to the tubes and you are done. It's the easiest DIY, it looks so cute once you add them to your wall. I'll be using this mounting tape and cutting them into little pieces, that way they fit behind the corks. This will help the test tube stick to the wall and make them look like they are floating. For the DIY wall decor, I started by taking these 16 by 20 inch canvases and removed the wrapped canvas from the frames. With the help of a rotary cutter, carefully cut through the canvas along the outside of the staples. When you turn your frame over, this is how they look like. You will end up with 2 pieces, the canvas sheet and the bare frame. Next, you can either stain or paint your frame with any color of your choice. I decided to stain mine, so I took a sponge and stained the frame along the front and the edges. After you let your frames dry completely, they should look something like this. So now you can go on Cricut Design Space to design your canvases. I added 2 white rectangles with the measurements for the inside of the frames to act as templates. Then I added these fall themed SVGs that I found online. I will leave the links to them in the description box in case you are interested in using them. After adjusting the images, make sure you remove the templates we created earlier and don't forget to mirror your images. For this project, I'll be using heat transfer vinyl because it works best on the canvas material. With the help of a brayer, I made sure I applied my vinyl flat on my mat with the shiny side down. I'll be using my Cricut machine to cut the vinyl. If you don't have one, an alternative is to sketch out a design or a quote and paint it over with acrylic paint. I think that would look super cute as well. Once you're done cutting the vinyl, weed your images. Center your image on the canvas. You can do this by placing the frame on top, that way you get an idea where you want to iron it. Next, I took my heat mat and placed the canvas on top. I set my heat press to 320 degrees Fahrenheit and the timer to 30 seconds. Once it was warm, I peeled off the clear vinyl carrier sheet. I repeated the same process with my other canvas. Carefully flip the frame over. With a staple gun, reattach the canvas to the back of the wooden frame. You can also use hot glue if you would like. I love how these turned out. I think they look so good. Next, I'll be showing you how to make some easy knitted pumpkins. You will need a knitting loom, yarn, a knitting hook, yarn needle, pillow stuffing, cinnamon sticks, and twine. I'm going to start by taking my yarn and creating a slip knot just like I'm showing you here. Then secure the slip knot to the anchor peg. To create the drawstring, go behind the first peg, in front of the second, and so on all the way around the loom. Once you get to the anchor peg, wrap your yarn around once and knit over the pegs that have 2 strands of yarn. Now you can start working on the main pattern. Take the working yarn and wrap it around every peg. Continue this pattern all the way around. Then grab the bottom loops and knit them over the pegs. Once you've done a few rows, you can go ahead and take the slip knot off of the peg and pull it through the inside of the loom to keep it out of your way. Continue the same knitting pattern until you've reached about 6 inches if you're using the smallest loom. It's really up to you depending how big you want to make your pumpkins. To take the pumpkin off of the loom, take your working yarn and cut off about a 10-inch strand. Pull your yarn through the needle. Then, starting with the first peg, push your needle through every loop and carefully release the loops. Flip it inside out and pull the yarn, then tie a knot to secure it. Now you can flip it back and fill it up with pillow stuffing. Pull the top to close it and tie a knot. Then take your needle and thread it through the top and bottom multiple times to create the pumpkin shape. I created the little indentions by wrapping the sides and doing that around the entire pumpkin. Once you're done, tie one last knot to secure it. Then take a cinnamon stick and glue it to the top of the pumpkin and add a little bow using twine. For the last DIY, I'll be showing you how to create an easy wall hanging. All you need is a wooden dowel, yarn, wood beads, and twine. Begin by measuring your yarn to 20 inches, then fold it in half to double it up to 40 inches. Cut 4 40-inch pieces to create a group of 8 strands once you fold it in half. I repeated this with all of the different colored yarn. I cut about 6 groups for each color. Take your first group of strands and place it over the wooden dowel, pull the ends through the loop and pull to secure. Repeat this with the rest of the strands. Next, take a piece of twine long enough to reach both ends of the wooden dowel, tape one end of the twine and add your wood beads until it's long enough. Lay the beads on top of the wall hanging and secure the ends by tying a few knots. Cut another piece of twine and tie it to both ends. This will allow you to hang it on your wall. Lastly, I took my rotary cutter and trimmed the ends to even it out.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.
I love the way everything turned out. I think it definitely made my room feel much cozier for the fall time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which DIY was your favorite. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next week with a new DIY.